Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Capricorn is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. It's totally free, doesn't cost you anything. If there is anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger. And I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Capricorn, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And we begin with a Nine of Cups. Very good card. A healing card, a healthful card, a very happy card. All right. So we'll put that into some context. We're going to use our Dove and Serpent spread. So we have, you'll have to pardon my voice. Obviously, I don't usually sound like this. We've got our Nine of Cups. We also have a Six of Swords, which is kind of a mental calm and an organization kind of about us. Wheel of Fortune, and a Five of Cups, Five of Wands, and the Death card. So there's a lot going on in your life right now, and I think that you've been struggling to adapt to certain changes in your life, but I see that you're adapting very well, right? And this is kind of an inevitable transformation of life, but you seem to be handling it extraordinarily, right? With the Five of Cups and the Five of Wands, it's difficult, and it's a naturally difficult situation that you're in, but you seem to be handling it with a lot of grace. A couple of Sevens, a Four, and a Knight of Wands. All right, let's select our mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is one random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. We will set this aside. We're going to put Tiny Bob Ross right there on top. Happy little Bob. Now, we're not going to look at that card until the very end, but it will tie everything together, right? It will give us the confirmation that we need at the end of the reading. If at any point during the reading you feel like you know what that card is, I want you to put your prediction, your hunch, down in the comments. Okay. Let's do it together. Let's make it an exercise in intuition. All right, let's take a look around the room here. We've got our major arcana. We've got Wheel of Fortune and the Death card. The real transformation. I feel like your fortunes really are changing. I think that you are adapting to these difficult circumstances, but it's for the better. These are like the growing pains of a very successful endeavor. Okay. We have some fire. We definitely have our water energies, which are kind of the majority here. We have a couple of air cards. We don't have any earth cards. So I think a big part of the lesson in these cards is that we have to take some practical steps to ground this energy, right? And so this is maybe an indication to reconnect with your body, reconnect with how you feel physically, reconnect with what your body is telling you. Do your exercises, your breathing exercises, your yoga, go for a walk, get out in nature. Just find a way to really get in touch with the physical world. That's, I think, going to be very important for you right now. The Nine of Cups right in the middle here. You are someone, I think, naturally pretty cheerful and optimistic. I think you're an inspiration to others. I think that you always have a unique way of approaching difficult situations. Yeah. I think people really are inspired by you because they see you handling difficult things with such grace, right? The Nine of Cups is a very happy card. It's a card that's happy even when other people would probably be miserable. It's like you know some sort of secret that the rest of us don't know. So even when things seem to be challenging to you, you have this ability to see the beauty in it, right? To see that this is challenging, yes, but it's leading to something extraordinary, right? It's helping you to accomplish this kind of transformation, Wheel of Fortune, Death card, into who you want to be and where you want your life to be. Right? So this is a very good card, and I think that this is you're very much focused on a kind of satisfaction, fulfillment, not just in the material world, but you're looking at things for their deeper meaning. You're understanding the deeper significance in things. Yeah, what these events mean for you spiritually, mentally, emotionally, as well as, physically. And I think you're trying to get everything aligned in the proper way so that you can embrace this change that you're involved with, because I really do think that there's a lot of things kind of happening around you, especially with, the 5s that we see here, and even the 7s that we see over here. I think the changes and your ability to handle these changes with such grace, with such leadership too. Here's the 6 of Swords. I think that you're really being called upon to take the lead here. I feel like people look to you for answers, is what I'm trying to say. And people are kind of expecting you to have a plan here, okay? And I don't know what kind of changes, if it's just kind of a natural cycles of life kind of thing, if it's a career change, if it's a relationship change, if it's something big in the family that's kind of taking place. But whatever you're in the middle of, I think the people that are there with you are waiting for you to come up with a solution. And the 6 of Swords is usually a solution. And it's a solution that follows the heart, right? It's not necessarily doing the math on something, but it's kind of listening to that inner voice. And knowing, with that kind of intuitive knowing, what the proper direction is for you. And I think that the other people around you are kind of looking at you to have that plan and to take the lead, and especially with this Knight of Wands at the end. People are waiting for you to act before they act. Okay, people want to see what you're going to do, and they're going to be right behind you. Okay. I feel with the Death card in the future position here, I feel like you're coming into a deeper awareness that there's some force watching over you. I almost wonder if there's an ancestor or a spirit guide or a loved one that is transitioned, or if it's something deeper, if it's an angel really that's watching over you. Because I feel as if your life is, and that could be why we have these amazing cards right in the middle. Despite all of the changes going on around you, you're able to put on a kind of cheerful outlook. Because I think you understand that your life is being pulled in a certain direction. And to me, that's the death energy. You might feel it in your midsection even, that you're just kind of being pulled forward in life. Yeah. And so when you come through some choppy waters that you might be in now, you don't really despair, because you have this confidence that things are going to be okay, that things are going to turn out the way they are meant to, And as far as what is going on, well, there's a 5 of Cups here in the background position. And I'm kind of thinking that this is this is a loss that you've suffered recently. And it might go hand in hand with this Death card. It's possible. It could be that you have recently lost someone, and that is who is watching over you right now. I almost wonder if you've had some near-death experiences yourself, and that's kind of put you in closer contact with that energy that's, beyond the veil, right? But there was something, I think, in the last few months that really, really shook your boat, and it was a loss of some kind, and it was an emotional time. And I think there's kind of a couple ways that you could have handled this, right? Could have gone 5 of Wands. And 5 of Wands is really getting angry, right? Whatever this water death energy is, it'd be easy to be angry about it. It'd be very easy to try to take it out on other things, to try to release some of that frustration out into the world, But I feel like you have a close hold on your anger, on your temperament, on your emotions in that way. Excuse me. Especially with the Wheel of Fortune underneath. I feel like that's the other way you could look at things. You can either say, well, this is just part of the world. This is just how things, this is the way the world turns, right? The way the wheel kind of rolls. Or you could try to fight against it. And I think that the Wheel of Fortune is going to win out every time. So while deep within you, you've got this Wheel of Fortune and you know that everything happens for a reason, you can't help but outwardly to just be pissed off about it, right? And so these two are kind of at odds with each other because, I know this is meant to be, things happen for a reason. This is the way things, have to kind of evolve in life. But at the same time, was there something I could have done about it? Right? Was there something that I could have prevented, or something I could have said, or some way I could have handled it differently so that it wouldn't have been a Five of Cups situation, But I think it's this introspection that you have, it's this inner awareness that you have, Capricorn, that allows you to see the beauty and the happiness and the plan of everything, right? I really feel like you're tapped into the spirit world with this Nine of Cups and with this Six of Swords. I don't want this reading to be a downer, because I feel like you really are, you're seeing the bigger picture here, right? And that's going to take us over to the path of the Serpent, I think. And as I do this, I'd like to ask for your subscription. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It's totally free. It doesn't cost you anything. And leave some comments for me. I really do enjoy hearing from all of you. All right, I appreciate all of you. Okay, so the Seven of Cups. This is, again, it's kind of what we were talking about over here. The Seven of Cups is the confidence to know that this too shall pass, right? We could very easily get mired in with this yucky energy and let it really just cling to us and stick to us, right? And sometimes we do that, and that's okay. This is the confidence to know that it will pass, that I'm not stuck here, that this isn't how I'm going to feel for the rest of my life. Okay? In all the sevens is the confidence that we will get through it. Even the Seven of Swords that we see next. It's the confidence that we can get through it. Okay? And that's what we see here with the cards in the middle too, with the Nine of Cups and the Six of Swords. See, we've got the Seven of Cups. Well, we know that everything that happens is in some way leading us to our destiny, leading us to our fulfillment. We're making conscious choices to pursue a life that is fulfilling and valuable and meaningful. And the mental aspect of it with the Seven of Swords here, it's futility with the Seven of Swords. And what that means is it doesn't matter how many times you do the math on it, it's not going to make sense. It's not meant to. And it's more of a distraction for us to try to make sense of things that seem completely irrational. And I think spirit is irrational, super rational. So trying to understand it using our human intellect, we're kind of just banging our heads against a wall, But there's the confidence that this confusion will pass, that this not understanding why this had to happen, right? This is the feeling of what happened. We could get stuck there, but we're confident that we can get through it. This is the why aspect of it. Trying to understand, trying to make it make sense, right? But it's not going to. So something, and of course the Seven of Swords is in the position of your environment. So something happened recently. This could be a breakup. It could be a loss of a loved one. It could be separation from something that you cherished, But we're trying to look at it as part of our destiny, as part of the way this wheel is turning, And we don't have to understand how it works. Although I do think that your intuitively you do have a sense of why and how it works, right? Because it's not just the 7 that we've got. We're getting that balance, that beauty, that harmony of the 6 here right in the middle. And this is creating some order in the chaos, you know? So this is, in some ways, I guess, this is kind of focusing on those things in life that you can understand, right? Using the mind on its own plane, not trying to figure out things of the spirit using the tools of the human intellect, you know, because it's more of an intuitive kind of perception than trying to do the math on it. But I do feel as if you have this kind of, you've got this reassurance from the spirit, and that's why I think that you are being watched over, because there's something that's kind of giving you, just giving you a big hug, or just kind of, you know, holding your hand a little bit, and it's giving you this reassuring feeling that things are going to be okay, even when we're over here in these 7s. There's the confidence that we're going to get through it, right? That eventually we will understand, and eventually we will realize that this is for the greater good of our lives, okay? So I like this very much. Now, when we talk about the 4 of Cups here, this is the position of what we don't want. A situation like this, it'd be easy to get stuck, right? Especially if we let this 7 of Cups feeling just eat away at us and cling to us, then we're really going to be a ship without sails, right? And that's the 4 of Cups. We're not moving. We're not going anywhere. And that's the last thing that you want. What you really want is progress, to continue moving forward with your life. Well, whatever this is that has happened could, for a lot of us, set us back, delay us completely, right? It could really cut the wind from our sails, you know. But you are, again, you've got that 9 of Cups. You've got that cheerfulness. You've got that confidence about you. And I think what you're really looking for is activity and action. And I think the other people around you, even though we don't see any court cards here except for this one, I think there are other family members near you that are kind of looking at you for the answers, right? And looking to see what your move is. I almost wonder if this is other people are looking at you, and when you start kind of getting back to the routine of life, then they're going to feel like, okay, we can do that too. You know, they want you to make the first move before they kind of get their lives going too. So I wonder if it is some event that happened in the family for some of you. But again, the last thing we want is to be kind of frozen in place with the 4 of Cups here. And I think you've got just enough fire here to keep you hungry, to keep you kind of mad, to keep you refusing to get mired in with this, right? We've got the fire here at the top, and that's what we're looking for, is just the kind of the will to continue on from this situation. Okay. Now, what I'm also sensing is that there have been a lot of challenges, a lot of disappointments, and a lot of competition in your life. But that is really starting to change now. For some of you, this isn't a family thing at all. For some of you, this is going to be strictly career, you know? And I feel like it's time for you to be on top again, because when we had this in the past, now we're kind of becoming this, right? We had disappointment, 5 of Cups. We had loss. We tried, but we didn't get the job, or things have been emotionally turbulent for us. The Wheel of Fortune, this Jupiter energy, says, hey, things are going to transform. You have to be confident, stay optimistic, stick to your plan, and things will start going your way. So this is very much, it's an emotional situation, but I think it's very much tied in with the finances and stuff too for some of you. So take this how it resonates. We still, like I said, we don't have the earth energy here. So that's still telling me that we need to consolidate all of this energy and choose our next move. Maybe you're not ready yet. Maybe coming off of this loss, maybe it was the loss of a job. Maybe it was you got denied a promotion or something else like that. When you're ready, move forward with force and with fire and with a plan and with cheerfulness and optimism. And things are going to be transforming in your favor, right? The Wheel of Fortune says, have faith and trust in the process. Okay? Now, I think we should look at the mystery card here and see if that's going to tie any of this together for us. Thank you, Tiny Bob Ross. Maybe some earth energy. I feel like we need like an Ace of Pentacles or something like that, right? To show that we're taking the next move, or we're taking that step. Yeah. If you have a prediction, put it down in the comments. Let's see what we've got. Well, we've got the Eight of Cups. Okay. Well, maybe this is what needs to happen first, right? Maybe this is the first step that needs to be taken, right? Away from the emotions that are surrounding this. Maybe we're starting to kind of get mired in a little bit with the 7. And maybe we need to realize that and say, okay, the first thing I have to do is let these emotions go, right? So in some ways, we're kind of walking away from that situation where we're moving on, right? And there may be this, there may be a feeling that, hey, I'm not ready to move on yet. Well, that's totally fine. That's totally okay. But if Spirit is putting another opportunity in front of you, take it. Take it. It might be the prompting that you need from Spirit to reassure you that it is now time for you to move on. Okay? And that's, I think, what the Eight of Cups is talking about. It's us kind of walking away from this situation rather than lingering here. We're now accepting what it is, and we're moving forward in our lives. Okay? And it's only by doing that I think we can really activate this Jupiter energy and this Wheel of Fortune, which is getting the promotion, right? Things going your way, getting the job that you need, getting the physical security that you need, the financial stability, and really getting getting your life in motion again. Yeah. Now, we're going to do an extended reading. If you want to stick around, click on the link that's either above or below in the video description. I'm here usually every day from 6 to 8 a.m. Chicago time. Obviously, my voice is not quite back to 100% yet, but I'm working on it. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Okay, it's totally free, doesn't cost you anything. And leave a comment for me. I really do enjoy hearing from you. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. And we're all in this together.